we've all been there, getting sucked in and bidding on something which definitely isn't worth the money. Like I think I might have just done with this Audi S3. I wanted something fast and cheap, but what I've ended up with could be an expensive mistake. Oh dear. Oh, the engine doesn't run. Let's go take a look. Okay, the engine obviously isn't the only problem, but I did get this car for cheap. Well, cheap providing we can fix the engine. It cost me just over 10 grand, and these cars go for around 18 or 19, especially when this one hasn't even hit 40,000 miles yet. So providing we can stay within my budget of a few thousand to fix it, then I've got myself a really nice car for a fraction of the cost. So let's go take a closer look at that damage. This thing's missing, this thing's flapping, this thing's smashed. Now we need to get it all off, but hopefully there's no hidden surprises under this. The front wheels also seen better days, with a bit of a gash in the side of it and a chunk taken out here. Now I'm not the biggest fan of these wheels, but for now we'll get it repaired, get it back on the car and get it rolling. And moving down the side, we've got this here. Now it's not too bad. Hopefully it's all cosmetic, no damage underneath, and we can get this off to a body shop and get it repaired. Also, the car's sitting a little bit squiff. You can get one finger in here, and around the other side you can get two fingers in. Now I'm hoping that's something to do with the mag ride and the current lack of battery. And last but not least, options. With this being an S3, it does come with its fair share of toys. However, because it's come from a salvage yard, I didn't exactly get a handbook with it. So please join me in the boot to learn more. Right, because the battery's dead, you can't actually open the boot from the outside. So what you need to do is get something like a key, and then go to this little hole here and stick it in and pop it up. So next time you're stuck in the boot of an Audi, now you know what to do. Once you've got yourself out of the boot, lift this thing up and pull this out. Nice bar of dairy milk there from the previous owner. Now you want to look under here. This sticker will show you your VIN number, which I'm not going to show you, your paint code, and the bottom part of the list will be all the codes for your optional extras. Stick them into Google, have a quick search, and you'll be able to find out everything you've got. Now, aside from the obvious things, we haven't got that many extras, but we did get a super sport seat. It's lovely heated stitched leather. We didn't get the panoramic roof, which I would have loved, but can't have everything. We've got the Bang & Olufsen speakers, which are a great addition. We've got the virtual cockpit, which looks really good, and we've also got the flappy paddles. Yeah. We've also got what I believe is wireless charging in the armrest. On the outside, we've got LED headlights. Well, one LED headlight. The previous owner has put this lovely little side skirt on, going down here. They've also had a rear diffuser on the back, which I think looks pretty good, to be honest. There was a spoiler on the boot, which someone's had away and left some lovely little chunks of glue, which we'll get them off hopefully. And they've also tinted the rear lights, which I think I'll take off, personal preference. Right, let's address this haunted car. When I was buying this car, it did say non-runner, but in my naivety, I thought, the pyro fuse is probably gone. Now, that definitely isn't the case, because as you can see, there are no airbags deployed in here, which isn't a bad thing. It's a lot less for me to replace, but it just won't stay running. The car will start and then cuts out straight away. So instantly that tells me it's not the pyro fuse, even though the airbags aren't deployed, because the thing actually starts and then cuts out. So there's power getting to the starter motor. There's something else which is stopping it from running. So first on the list was to refit the battery. This thing was pretty flat as it's been sitting in a salvage yard for the past few months, so I've had it on charge for the last day. Just a couple of 10mm on the terminals and a 13mm bolt holding it in, and it's ready to go. Once we had it all fitted, I tried turning it over for the first time. Right. Come on. Oh dear. Yeah, that didn't go so well. On the plus side, the virtual cockpit looks so good. This year's S3 was one of the first to get the virtual cockpit as an option, which I'm well happy about. What I'm not happy about though is all these lights. We keep getting the low battery voltage reading, which I'm not sure if that's having an effect on something stopping the car from running. So we need some more power. Luckily, I had something up my sleeve, but we need to make a bit of room first. Just remember to take the handbrake off next time you try and push a car. Once I had a quick breather, we got the truck pulled up and the jump leads on. Said a quick prayer to the battery gods and went for attempt number 2. Let's try again. No. No. No, 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 no. Back up. Oh, please. Why won't you just car? Oh, right, this isn't working. I can't get the ignition to stay on long enough so we can scan the fault codes and delete them. So let's cut to a new day with a new battery and see if we can get this thing started. Okay, here we go. We've got an immobilizer fault, ABS, steering angle sensor, tyre pressure warning, wiper motor control module, rain light recognition sensor, light switch, anti-theft alarm sensor, alarm horn, parking assist, airbags, crash sensor for side airbag driver side, front passenger side airbag crash sensor, crash sensor, crash sensor, crash sensor. Alright, we're gonna clear the faults and then see what it does. Fault, the owner's manual. Still doesn't want to start. Why, oh why is that? At this point I was coming to the conclusion that I'd bought a complete lemon and there was no hope. The car obviously had a serious problem. Mechanically it worked fine. The engine turned over and ran, but electrically there was something stopping it, which I just couldn't figure out. Nothing from the crash should be causing it to turn off. With my options running thin, I began clutching at straws, as if the interior lights had anything to do with it. But there was one thing that kept running through my mind. We've got an immobilizer fault. And as the sun rose over the Welsh hills on a new day, I think I had a breakthrough. Alright, moment of truth. And going by my expression, I think you can tell that I'm pretty sure it's going to start now. Okay, we're on. We've got warnings, but it's alright. Should still start. Yes! Yes! Oh. The car works, it starts. Yes! It moves. And it'll be rude not to do a little sound check while I had it running. And now I bet you're wondering, but Luke, what was wrong with it? Well, all modern cars have an immobiliser. The key torques to it when you push the ignition and it allows the engine to start. However, as it turns out, this car has a second immobiliser, an aftermarket one that's been fitted by the previous owner. Now this particular one won't allow me to start the car unless you enter a code using the buttons on the steering wheel and the dashboard. But I bought this car from auction, so I have no idea what that code is. So I may have spent a few stressful hours pulling apart the dashboard and the glove box and every other piece of trim in here to try and find where it was and remove it. Which worked. Now I will get this reinstalled as it is pretty useful and it is a good deterrent. I mean, it took me a good few hours sitting on my driveway pulling this thing apart to find it. So it'll definitely slow those thieves down. So things are looking up. The car starts, it's ready to be stripped. Hopefully there's no hidden surprises waiting for me under there. So if you've got this far in the video, thanks for sticking with it. I'd really appreciate the like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.